Welcome to Ezil Engineering YouTube channel. I am Engineer Kidanamara. Today in this practical tutorial, I will show you how to prepare priced bill of quantity and payment certificates for G+3 residential building using ConMIS software by comparing it with Excel spreadsheets. Finally, I will tell you how to export our data into Excel and Word file. You can get a ConMIS software setup plus installation procedure and architectural, structural, sanitary and electrical plans of this project on my WhatsApp and Telegram channel in the description box. And for more information, you can contact me on WhatsApp. Watch this video up to the end since the last point I have to summarize to you is very important. It is a time for subscribe now my channel to get daily update videos on complete structural design for reinforced concrete, post-tension and composite structure, construction technique and preparations of bill of quantity, that is a BoQ. Thank you. Let's dive into this practical tutorial. Before proceeding to the preparations of a bill of quantity, it's better to introduce our projects. And from this, have to open the structural drawings of our project first. From this, your project has a ground floor, first floor, and typical second to third floor slab like this. And finally, there is a roof on the tops of your project. So the structural plans of your project looks like this. And the architectural plan, it's better to open the architectural plans of your project. So the architectural plans of your projects looks like this. So all data are given like this. I have shared this file in my Telegram channel. Go to in the description box and you can get all these files. Before proceeding to the ConMIS software that we are going to prepare priced bill of quantity of this project, it's better to show you the priced bill of quantity that I have done using Excel spreadsheets like this. Takeoff sheets of this project is done like this. For both substructure and superstructure in detail. All of this is all about the takeoff sheets of the project I have done using Excel spreadsheets, and the bar schedule looks like this. All data are incorporated here for both super and substructure. From takeoff sheet and bar schedule, I have to compress all this file into a priced bill of quantity, that is BoQ. And like this, after that, I have prepared a summary like this. Actually, this takes 1 week and more, but using ConMIS software, you can do it within 1 hour. So let's proceed into prepare our priced bill of quantity of this G+3 residential building using ConMIS software. So let's proceed to opening ConMIS software. From this, the first initialization box is coming like this. So there is no any need of inserting password, so make it okay. After this, the interface of ConMIS software is appeared like this. That is used to prepare priced bill of quantity within 1 hour. And first, it's better to introduce some parameters that is on the ConMIS software. So from the master data is a data that is used as a library or a reference for the preparations of priced bill of quantity. So unit, you can set all units like this, and activity, material, manpower, equipment, standard, overhead list. So I will show all these things in a practical way using our G+3 projects. So it's better to proceed to project data first. So from this project info entry, click on here. After that, the project info entry initialization box is coming like this. From this, add a new project name. So go back to your architectural plan. From the architectural plan, that is from the title box, have to get our project. Our project is a residence, that is a G+3 residence. So from this, our project name is G+3 residence. Our project is a G+3 residence. So from this client name, so from the architectural plan also, go back to your title box. From this, copy the client name. So client name, that is Wezaro Rahima Awol contractor. So as a contractor, I have to put Ezil Engineering PLC as a contractor. Ezil Engineering. Ezil Engineering PLC as a contractor and consultant. You have to make a consultant also as Ezil Engineering. So from this project status, I have to select our project that may be on progress, suspended, completed, cancelled, or not started. So in our case, it's better to select not started since our project is not started now. So as a start and end time, by default, the software takes that data is started as today. So in the day, you have to add some days as your project type. So make it the default as it is. So from this, you can add some notes regarding to this project. So project section name for a project section name, I have to put that a main building, that is a main building. You can add some project sections if there is another. So the location. So our project is located here in Addis Ababa. From the title. From the title, so our project is located in Addis Ababa, that is around Nifas sub-city. So I have to make our project as located as Addis Ababa. So make it as Addis Ababa. And our productivity condition. So from the productivity condition menu, if your project is comfortable, you can make it suitable, and if it's not comfortable, make it severe. But in most cases, it's actually moderate, so it's better to use moderate. Repeated, make it yes. If the contractor makes some rebate to the client, so you can make it yes. After this, if your project has another blocks, you can rewrite here as it is. So you can make it save. From here, it's better to on this autosave mode. After that, make it close. From here, it's better to select active projects that we are going to define. So from here, have to select your project that G+3 residence that we are going to define now. From this, it's a main building. That's good. From here, the most important point is this, that is a specification or a standard. So for a bill of quantity preparation, it's better to use a BoQ standard. So from here, I'm going to select BoQ. After defining our project information and selecting our project as active, it's better to go to select our project's work items using our architectural, structural, sanitary, and electrical plans. So from here, it's better to go to select project's work item. From here, I'm going to prepare a priced bill of quantity for a building. So I'm going to select a building. If you are interested to prepare a priced bill of quantity for tunnel, dam, bridge, water and road projects, you can select all of this. But in our case, it's better to go to building, and from this select building, since we are going to prepare priced bill of quantity for a G+3 residence building. From here, I'm going to select different work items that are necessary for our preparations of a bill of quantity, both in substructure and superstructures. So from here, go to substructure. So by holding the control icon on my keyboard, I'm going to select a substructure. From the substructure, excavation and earthwork. From this menu, I have to going to select a clearing of 20 centimeters thick top organic soil. So site clearing is very crucial. So I'm going to select this data, and further you can edit anything. So for the first initializations of preparations of a bill of quantity, you can select any data, so you can further edit all this data. From bulk excavation, so it's better to select, so I have to use a 50 centimeter bulk excavation in my preparations of a bill of quantity. I will show it later when I am going to edit this data. So from this, it's better to select a bulk excavation that's less than 1.5 meters. So after selecting a bulk excavation, it's better to go to a trench excavation. From a trench excavation, so it's better to go to the structural plans of your project. So from this, our foundation depth is 3.45. So you have to go to select trench excavation in ordinary soil, that is actually between 3 meter and 4.5 meters. After that, I have select all these data. It's better to go to proceed to pit excavation. This software is very important for the beginners also, because all data are available as a library like this. So from a pit excavation, it's better to select a pit excavation in soft soil or standard, so that is a between 3 and 4.5 meter like this. After selecting all data, that is all about excavation, it's better to go to select our fields, that is or select soil. Fill around footing and masonry foundation from the sides or borrow pits. Have select this data. After selecting our field, it's better to go to the next step, that is 25 centimeter thick hardcore. It's a better to select this data. It's so important. So after selecting all beneficial or all important data in excavation and earth work, let's proceed to concrete work. That is from concrete work, go back to your structural plan and read the notes. And from the notes, concrete quality shall be for all structural member. You can use C25, except for footing and columns, use C30. That means for all your concrete members, you can use C25, but for footing and column, I have to use a C30 concrete grade, and for a lane concrete, you have to use a C5. So using these structural notes, let's proceed to your data. So from concrete workers, you have to use C5 lane concrete, and I have to select a C25 and a C30. After this, let's proceed into reinforcement bars. From the reinforcement bar, under substructure, I have to check all the reinforcements bars. So for a mesh, you have to use a diameter of 8, and for your column under a substructure below 0, 0, that means you have to use diameter of 40, diameter of 16. So for tie bar, you have to use diameter of 8. So using all this data, and for your footing, you have to use diameter of 40 plus a diameter of 10 also. So using all this data, I have to select the reinforcement details. From here, I'm going to select a diameter of 8, diameter of 10, 12, 40, 20, and actually there is no diameter of 20 reinforcement bar. So it's better to select your reinforcement bar as it is, or like this. And the next point under substructure is that selecting a formwork. So in the formwork section, you can use a timber formwork, or you can edit it and using any other metal or any other formwork types. So from this, I'm going to select Zigba or a timber formwork for a mat foundation. That is for your footing. You can select this because our footing is not mat. So you can change or edit this data. And from this, for grade beam also I have to use, and for a concrete shear wall, actually I have not any concrete shear wall. And for foundation column, I have select, and for suspended and ribbed slab. So there is no any ribbed slab. So for footing, for grade beam, for a foundation column, and for a manhole and anything. I have to use select this and I have edited later. After selecting our form workers, it's better to proceed to masonry work. That is under a masonry work under your grade beam. There is a masonry that have a dimension greater than 900 millimeter depth. So for this masonry, I have to proceed to define all the data. So our masonry is 50 centimeter thick stone masonry under grade beam. So after defining this, it's better to go to define your hard cores also. After selecting this, it's better to go to superstructure. From the superstructure, concrete work, our elevation column is actually C30, 50 cm thick concrete suspended slab. That is good actually. So I have to select this rather than selecting this. So by selecting all data, I have to edit it as by checking our structural plans. So here in the reinforcement menu, I have to select all the reinforcement bars that I have select first in the substructure. On the formwork also, I have to select for column, yeah, for beam, for a suspended slab. You can use this. After this, it's better to go to block works. So for the block work and architectural plan, I have 10 centimeter class A. So I have to select this. Actually, the class are class B. So 10 centimeter thickness HCB wall and 5 centimeter thickness HCB wall and 20 centimeter thickness HCB wall with class B. I have no any metal works, so from this let's proceed to aluminum works. From the aluminum work, I have select all the aluminum work and further have edit and steel structure. I have not steel structure for roofing. Have to select all data as a roofing, and further going to edit our data. So from here, there is carpentry and journey. Have select all this finishing work, painting, that is glazing, yeah, sanitary work, electrical installation. From this data, by unholding the control key, I have to shift or I have to drag all this data to work specifications like this. So from this all the data that I'm going to select, work specification menu is coming like this. So our project is the plus 3 residents that have select. So all data are coming like this. So using this data by editing anything, enter all the data by comparing the structural, architectural, and sanitary electrical plans of our projects. These were the most important point regarding to preparations of a bill of quantity and payment certificate using ConMIS software and Excel spreadsheets as tutorial part 1. Next tutorial parts will continue. Write your feeling and ideas here in the comment section. I hope this video is helpful for you. So don't forget like and subscribe my channel to get new updates video daily. See you in the next important tutorial parts. Thank you for watching.